Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Lost Rain Club back at it again with another Minecraft Let's Play. Today we're going to be analyzing the effects of gravity in Minecraft. To find the acceleration due to gravity in Minecraft, we're going to be using this experiment where we fall down this tube and measure the time intervals it takes to go through these 10-meter intervals. As each block is 1 meter tall, between the two red markers is 10 meters. By measuring these markers, we can find the acceleration, how it changes, and find the terminal velocity of our character in the game. Here we can see the acceleration due to Minecraft in real time. Slowing it down, we can analyze frame by frame what is happening. As we can see, in the first 49 frames, the character falls 10 meters. By frame 72, the character has now fallen 20 meters. This continues, however, the acceleration decreases until the character reaches terminal velocity around frame 160. Plotting all these points out on a graph, we can see the relation between time and distance fallen. To find our terminal velocity, we simply need to plug in 2 points on the graph that are in the terminal velocity area and find the slope. When we solve for this, we get 0.986 meters per frame. Knowing that the video is running at 60 frames per second, we know that the terminal velocity is 59.143 meters per second. We can then use this to determine acceleration. Knowing that our terminal velocity is our final velocity at 59.143 meters per second, we can use this to determine our average acceleration in Minecraft. To find delta t, we need to figure out how long it took to accelerate to 59.143 meters per second. To do this, we look at when we reached that final velocity, which was around 160 frames, which when you divide that by 60, because 60 frames per second, now that we know our delta t is equal to 2.667 and our change in velocity is just equal to 59.143, we can solve for acceleration. We can thus determine that the acceleration in Minecraft on average is 22.179 meters per second squared. This is unrealistic because the acceleration on Earth is roughly 9.8 meters per second squared. This is closer to the acceleration due to gravity on Jupiter, which is 24.5 meters per second squared. Now we are going to test the survivability of falling into water. In Minecraft, you can fall from any height into a single block of water and be just fine, which is obviously very unrealistic. However, in this test, we are assuming that the depth of the water is infinite and testing whether the acceleration you experience in the water is survivable. To do this, we are going to be counting the blocks it takes to stop from freefall and calculating the acceleration. Here we can see it took exactly 17 blocks to stop. Knowing that when the character enters the water, he is going 59.143 meters per second, and when he ends, he's going 0 meters per second, we can determine the acceleration if we know how far he stops in, which is 17 meters. Using v squared is equal to v naught squared plus 2a delta x, we can determine the acceleration. Simplifying this down, we get a final acceleration of 102.879 meters per second squared. This acceleration of 102.879 meters per second squared is survivable, given that it's only 10.498 Gs. Many fighter pilots may experience this when flying their airplane. The estimated threshold for human survivability is around 46.2 Gs.